G'day everybody, Sean from Bourbon Brothers here. I hope you're well. Welcome to our September tasting videos. Our first video of the month features the Old Grandad from Beam Suntory. So the Old Grandad, Beam Suntory, comes out of Jim Beam Distillery. It's an ongoing release, comes in at 80 proof, doesn't carry an age statement, does have a mash bill of 63% corn, 27% rye and 10% malted barley. So the Old Grandad brand was created by Raymond B. Hayden and named after his grandfather, Meredith Basil Hayden Sr. The bourbon has been in production since 1882, including during Prohibition when it was produced by the American Medicinal Spirits Company, a pharmaceutical company. The brand has changed ownership numerous times since it was originally created and is now owned by Beam Suntory, and it was marketed as part of their The Olds collection, which also includes Old Overholt, Old Tub and Old Crow. Old Grandad is one of the oldest and most storied brands, yet it receives little attention from the bourbon enthusiasts or marketing effort from the brand's current owner. This might be due to the fact that it's a legacy brand and it's offered at a lower price point that likely has little room for anything other than simply fulfilling the existing supply chain and keeping existing consumers happy, potentially drawing them deeper into Beam's other brands. Old Grandad's proof range runs from 80 to 100 for the bottled in bond version to 114, establishing a nice range with similar flavour notes threading their way throughout. The 27% rye mash bill used to make Old Grandad undoubtedly helps amplify the spice notes, giving more oomph at each price point than would be expected. As we know, bourbon in the USA must be bottled at a minimum 80 proof, so the standard 80 proof Old Grandad bottoms out when it comes to the allowable proof. This isn't to say lower proof bourbons are bad, but watering down bourbon to the greatest extent possible certainly minimises the bourbon's potential to differentiate itself from other bourbons in the marketplace. This is true from Old Grandad as it is with just about every other low-proof bourbon, as its light nature sort of mutes the flavours, holding them back from their full potential. Despite this, Old Grandad's somewhat robust nature allows its flavour profile to peek through, even at 80 proof. So that's a little bit about Old Grandad. Let's give it a shot. So that nose gives you a light cinnamon accompanied by vanilla, caramel and a trace of baking spices, but it's discreet. A swirl of the glass reveals a touch of oak along with green apples, though the scents are fleeting. While the aroma itself isn't off-putting in any way, it's pretty light and it stops it from reaching its full potential, resulting in just an average nose for simply that reason. So that palate gives you baking spices and a touch of cinnamon coalescing, forming a spicy base. A familiar caramel note offers a contrasting sweetness accompanied by light apple. The intensity on the palate is amplified by comparison to the nose, undoubtedly aided by the bourbon's forward spiciness. And while it's still light overall, the mouthfeel has more weight than I'd expect from an 80 proof bourbon, providing adequate heft. On that finish, as the baking spice and cinnamon dissipate, a sweet brown sugar flavour develops. The sweetness is accented by traces of apricot and light oak, which quickly dissipate back to a lingering light spice. It's light and it's approachable. That finish caps off the palate nicely, maintaining a similar level of intensity. Look, I can't stress enough the value Old Grandad offers if you enjoy lower proof bourbons and can get past the possibly deliberately uncool label. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you're enjoying your journey. Cheers. G'day everybody, Sean from Bourbon Brothers here. I hope you're well. Welcome to our September tasting videos. We've got 3 interesting and great bourbons for you to take a look at. The first one we take a look at is the Old Grandad from Jim Beam
Oh, so close.
Beam Suntory. Jim Beam Suntory. Ow.